Blessings and welcome everyone. Just a reminder before we begin. Your rising sign horoscope will give you additional clarity as to how a great deal of your sun sign horoscope may show up, and your moon sign horoscope will give you the less prominent side story that'll also be playing out for this 2-week period. Remember, horoscopes serve best when observed, like a weather or traffic report. You have influence over all outcomes with your thoughts, actions, choices, and deeds. Use the information that presents to help you make the highest choices for the highest outcomes. If you wish to schedule any of my services or like access to more content via my Patreon, follow the links below or go to my website, integrativemysticism.com.
Hi there, Cancer. It's time to have a look and see what is going on when it comes to the week starting March 28th, 2021. No, I'm not appearing in this video because, well, I've got a lot of cards to look at and I can't really be bothered to just kind of like glance up and make eye contact every 4 seconds. You know, the cards are the star of the show anyway. And one of the things I did want to mention was that I have, just for this week, moved the astrology portion of this read to a video of its very own. Just for this week, because the full moon in Libra was very involved. And so if you're interested in checking that out, you can follow the link below and go and check that out there. And you'll see me there. And also, don't forget the monthly elemental energy report for spiritual practitioners that I put up recently. And your Patreon bonus astrology report is also up. So let's talk about what we're doing here. I've decided to actually do a 2 passes, if that makes sense. It's a double pass reading where you're actually getting 2 cards for each subject, and we're looking at more of what's going on this week. So let's talk about your spiritual themes. You've got the Ace of Cups reversed and the 7 of Swords upright. So let's talk about that Ace of Cups reversed. The first big theme that's going on throughout this week is the need to pay attention to where we got to start opening up some doors that have been kept shut for too long. I'm actually seeing a need to confront situations that have maybe flourished due to people not actually talking about them. Because when we see the Ace of Cups reversed, open door policies will bring great success. But with the Ace of Cups reversed, what the challenge can be is that sometimes people, honor what would be considered taboo topics of conversation. Nobody's speaking up. Nobody's actually sharing their truth. Nobody is sharing their truth well. Let me caveat that, right? It needs to be shared well and clearly and coherently, but nobody's doing that. And so with the Ace of Cups reversed, this is going to be a week where a lot of lines of communication, styles of communication, methods of communication are going to go through a bit of therapy, which I think is actually crucial, because we also have with your spiritual theme number 2, the 7 of Swords upright. And with the 7 of Swords upright, I am seeing a lot of you Cancerian people also needing to pay attention to where there is hidden information that is actually quite crucial for you to know to make the best judgment. The 7 of Swords upright is asking you to also be very careful this week to pay attention to what seems to be going on behind the scenes, any unstable efforts that may be kind of playing out. I do feel that there may be some things that we have to reverse, especially when it comes to where we have placed our faith or our trust. Maybe as information comes out with the Ace of Cups reversed, we will know better who we can and who we might not want to actually be giving important tasks and important information to. Again, everything getting on the same page, everything coming out into the light of day. Very nice dovetail on that Ace of Cups reversed. As we get on to your material shifts with work and finances and all your practical affairs, you actually have the Ace of Pentacles reversed and the Temperance card upright. With the Ace of Pentacles reversed, I do feel that a lot of you Cancerian people are going to realize the sun is setting on a particular way of life or a particular method of operations in a financial or professional situation that you have carried on for some time. Because with the Ace of Pentacles reversed, we are seeing something start to approach a phase of decay. It's not happening right now. It's not happening all at once. But this can indicate a lot of dying trends that we need to be able to stay one step ahead of. This could be showing up here in a lot of different ways. You might be finding out that maybe a certain direction people are trying to go in your work life or in your field are still stuck in the past. They're not keeping up with the times, and there's some suffering going on over that. You may be finding as well that we need to make some arrangements with how we actually provide for other people. Things going on with our finances, where our money is coming from, where it's going out to. Because the Ace of Pentacles reverse is indicating what used to be stable is no longer stable. However, with the Temperance card upright, I am seeing a lot of you Cancerian people also dipping your toes into a lot of new opportunities, a lot of new territory, especially when it comes to maybe segueing into a new way to actually earn money, whether it's through your existing job or something completely new, and also actually getting a taste of something cutting edge. The Temperance card upright is indicating there's a lot of healing going on around, especially when it comes to your material and financial affairs, because a lot of stuff that is old and not coming back, again, a lot of those dying trends, are getting replaced, getting washed out. I do feel as well with the Temperance card, a lot of you are going to start actually a transition of some kind this week, whether it's just in talk, on paper, or maybe in the physical, where you are transitioning into a much better way, but it is going to require a transition of maybe either method or familiar territory for you to do that. And don't worry, you'll have all the time in the world to get caught up. You just please don't get stuck in your ways. As we get onto your communications, your friends, your relatives, other people in your life, we have the King of Swords reversed and the Devil card upright. So card number 1 here, the King of Swords reversed. I feel as though a lot of you Cancerian people are going to be confronting a situation where somebody who's been living very dishonestly, maybe living a double life, maybe actually living a lie. I'm not sure if this is something that is shady or if it's maybe a self-protection method. Because with the Ace of Cups reversed, I'm seeing for some of you, this may not necessarily be like the end of the world. It might not be out and out like bad or something like that. Because sometimes the King of Swords reversed, we find out someone's like been living in the closet or something. But with the King of Swords reversed, we have a chance to actually reverse a situation or reverse a relationship that has been built on dishonesty or built on incomplete truths with a friend or a relative. Now, whether it's reversing it by ending it or reversing it by having it all come out and being better for it, of course, that depends on what's going on with your individual life. As we get onto the Devil, upright, very different. We will also be discovering where a friend or a relative, and again, this is platonic, guys, so not necessarily romantic relationships, but, the guys, the girls, with the Devil and this, upright here, I actually am seeing we're going to be discovering where somebody has actually been reaping what we have sowed. Somebody has actually been kind of undermining us, or maybe actually creating a lot of problems that we didn't know that they were. With that Seven of Swords, right? Learning about building trust. Well, we may have to find out where a person is letting some of their more unhealthy or discordant nature actually have a negative effect on us. And with the Devil card upright, I do see a lot of you, yes, probably having to take some measures to clear this person out. I don't think this is something that can be fixed the same way the King of Swords reverse can. Now, interestingly, for your challenges this week, you have the Seven of Pentacles reversed and the Seven of Pentacles upright. So your first challenge with the Seven of Pentacles reversed is to purge the things that are objectively not working. Things that are not paying off, things that are not paying out, things that have ultimately become more costly, more high maintenance, and just all around more unpleasant to maintain. whether those are, you know, anything to do with your material finances, lifestyle stuff. Maybe yes, in some cases, sure, social life matters, especially with that devil card when you think about it. Or anything that could be considered just old and not worth actually keeping going. That's actually something that really needs to be paid attention to here. Because with the Seven of Pentacles upright as another challenge, well, the Seven of Pentacles is indicating a shift in attention. It's calling for a transition to be able to actually support and bring forward things that have ultimately been forced to wait behind that which is too high maintenance, too erratic, too discordant, too dysfunctional, too unhealthy, right? It's like shifting your energy towards things that already have the promise versus the things that have already shown everything that they can do and can't do anymore. As we get on to your relationships with love, romance, and partnerships, we actually have the Seven of Wands upright for card number 1 and the Fool upright for card number 2. So with card number 1, I'm actually seeing there is going to be something going on this week where a lot of you Cancerian people are going to be finding that relationships themselves may encounter a strained sort of circumstance where with partners, whether they're it could be a new person or it could be an existing partner, seems to be shielding themselves in some way against either something that actually has hurt them or bothered them in the past, or something that's going on with them right now that they don't want you to know about or they don't want you to get involved in. But with that Ace of Cups reversed, it may be something that, if brought forward, if brought to the table, something could be worked around to help them feel not only more secure, but also, in the case of existing partners, maybe even something that you have the cure for, or just an extra pair of hands and eyes to assist with. The Fool card is also indicating here, for those of you who are single, another new person showing up this week, somebody that is actually very, very different than what you are used to, because this person, I feel, is most likely actually living a life that you want to live, but they're living it in a way where they're a lot more open, they're a lot more clear, they're a lot more free. This is somebody that almost feels foreign and familiar at the same time. This could actually be somebody that is going to require you to be open to the idea of even having a relationship that really does not actually have any reference to any kind of relationship you've ever seen in your past. As we get on to those of you who are currently coupled, your partner, is also going to be stepping into a space where they are wanting to incorporate a lot of new into their own personal life outside of this relationship, which of course is going to have ripple effects into the relationship, desiring to maybe, see new places, look for a new job, maybe, find new friends. But the cool thing is, I'm finding with the Fool is that this is actually something that maybe with that Nine of Wands, they've been denying or blocking themselves from being able to enjoy. And so it's actually ideal for them to be encouraged to go there. So that's what I've got for you. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, because I appreciate it. And should you ever want to get a session with me, go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com.